Good morning, sunshine. Welcome to Morning Inspiration with Friends with our host, Miss Inspiration. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe as you sit back and listen. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone is having an amazing day today. We are here for another episode of Morning Inspiration with Friends. Today we only have YouTube. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard lately. I know they also were purchased by another company or they merged with another company. But yeah, I don't have access to Facebook. Well, I have it, but it's not connecting to Facebook. So that was the delay. And earlier this week, because of the snow, we just had bad snow. Oklahoma got like 8 inches of snow here in Tulsa. Power in and out, internet in and out. So I apologize for not being here live on Monday. But I hope everyone is surviving through this cold weather. I know that the East Coast, they said that they might get hit with another storm. It's not confirmed yet, but it is a part of the model. So God bless y'all. I pray that y'all stay safe out there. My family. But so today I wanted to talk about this. So I've been working on something and I haven't talked about it with you all over here on Morning Inspiration with Friends. Because again, I like to do things, try it out before I introduce it to my audience on a larger scale. So like TikTok has been seeing it because I've been a lot more active on TikTok. So if you see below, follow me on TikTok at Miss Inspiration, MISS Inspiration 25, and I will meet you over on TikTok. TikTok has videos that no other platform has. Instagram is also slowly becoming that place as well. And Facebook is just, I'm trying to figure out just how to maximize my time and my money on Facebook. But that's what made me kind of like start having these conversations of like, how else can we make money? How else can we monetize our time? How can we monetize our ability to get paid? And so one thing that I started to do is called user generated content. User generated content. That is what it is called. And that is where you basically have brands that are looking for everyday people, not influencers, not celebrities, but everyday people to create videos or take photos with their products, talk about their products, use their products. And this could be a one-time thing, and this could be a consistent monthly thing, daily thing, weekly, depending on the terms and conditions that you and that particular brand come up with. When that happens, you're going to agree for a payment, a time frame. How long do you have to submit the content? And then you will go and you will create the content and then give it to the brands. 9 times out of 10, true UGC, you are not posting it to your page. Most of them, you are just creating it and giving it to the brand for them to post it on their page. But there are companies that want you to also post it onto your page so that it will have maximum exposure. So not only is it you are introducing you to their audience as you're talking about the platform, or the product, but you are now introducing their product or service or app to your audience as well. So it's a really great way of doing it. And like I said, I started hearing about this about 3 years ago. Listen to it. I found one app that was working for me, and that was just more so for me to get free products. This way that I can try things out and just take a picture. So that is an app. If you click on the link in the description, I actually have my UGC link, which has the different apps that I am using currently, and my different storefronts. So I am also a Walmart and Amazon creator for those platforms. But yeah, so I started using Stack Influencer 2023, purchase a product, take a picture with it, upload it to social media. The moment that I upload it to social media, they scan it, they send the money straight to my PayPal account. Simple, very easy. But that's not true UGC, right? UGC is typically, like I said, they're taking it, they're paying you, and then they're just putting it onto their, and they're paying you for the content. In this case, I was just getting free product, which is great because I just saw a post the other day, yesterday, and this young lady got free tires, 4 tires. I'm telling y'all, if someone was to say, hey, just do a video for me for some free tires, oh, I'm doing that video because the tires alone are like $1,000. Like, how many people look at the value of things? But yeah. So what made me start doing this? Why am I talking about this today? So this is the time that I had to like really stretch myself because of the fact that I haven't gained weight since losing all this weight from 2012 to when, I mean, I guess you could say the last time that I really lost weight and I was under within like 75, 100 pounds, still off, was 2022. So from pretty much 10 years, 10 years I had it under control. And then I don't know what happened. And then I found out what happened in 2023. So I've been struggling. So I have not really been outside of doing this. Like, I'm okay doing this, but I was getting to a point where I didn't want to show my body. I was like, I don't want to show my body. I remember last year when I was in Colombia, I did a video, like just talking about it. And I remember like trying so hard to like not show my thunder thighs because my thighs are so big. And I'm just like all in my head. And I really just got to get out of that, right? I have to let go of that because it was keeping me and it was not allowing me to really stretch, right? I'm worrying about everything else. I'm worrying about what people are thinking. Meanwhile, you go over to TikTok and you're scrolling for the TikTok shop. My beautiful plus size sisters are out here killing it. All right. And I mean, same size as me, 4X, 5X, thighs, stomach. And they are out here killing it with confidence. They're comfortable, right? They're taking the direction, they're taking the instructions that are given by some of these brands, and they are like, look, I'm going out here, I'm gonna do it. So I want you to realize that sometimes we are allowing this fear or the overthinking, the narratives that we are creating about ourselves, and we're putting that limitation. And this is where we have to truly stop. We cannot do this anymore. If you're worrying about something, when I first started going live back in 2014, when it became popular, I remember worrying about how are people going to feel about my gap, like the gap in my mouth. And I had to like stop because I think the more that I thought about it, when those people came into the live, they always mentioned it. And when I stopped thinking about it and stopped worrying about it, people stopped bringing it up, right? It was no longer a conversation piece. And that was no longer going to be a barrier that was going to keep me away from doing the things that I'm doing. Right. The other thing is that, and the reason why I didn't talk about it like on a larger scale was because I wanted to build this confidence. I wanted to build this emotion in silence. Right. I just really wanted to go out there and just see if I can do it. Right. See what would happen if I was to, create some content and make some money from these different brands. And once I realized, like, one, it was just like, it's actually possible. Like, it's really possible. There are a lot of companies out there that are looking for people like you and me to post and to create videos and to do voiceovers and take photos with just their products for money, right? And I mean, it could be anywhere from $5 to $5,000. Like, I've actually seen a gig myself with my own 2 eyes. I wasn't selected for it, but they wanted you to take 2 pictures, do 1 video, and the budget was for $5,000. I applied for that because why not, right? Why not put my name in the hat and see if I can get that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta at least try, and I'm gonna try, right? I also had to realize that because now they're like, so I have one right now. It's a test one. I have to finish it this morning, actually. And they want to see emotion. They want to see me cry while I'm learning Spanish, right? And it should be really easy for me because I really have been like, I've cried a few times in Spanish lessons because of the double R's and, the rolling of the tongue, and my mouth does not do that. Let me not say that. But yeah, I struggle with that. And so I had to, like, while I'm in here and I'm, preparing mentally, I'm learning how to just be perfectly okay and comfortable making mistakes and being a little awkward, just having fun with it, being a little bit more flexible as far as my personality, not being super type A, because that's what I am. And I admit that. But now it's like, Tanisha, just relax, like go with the flow. This is not going to be a perfect situation. I actually did a video for a brand. This is actually my highest paid video so far. And I stumbled, right? Stumbled one little part. And so I have a friend who is a videographer editor. So he's looking at it from like this has to be picture perfect. He's done videos for influencers. And I'm like, influencers content needs to be more sharp than content than UGCs. They want to see like the real person. So the real person might stumble. They might mess up a little bit. And so I remember him like, maybe you should redo that part. And I was just like, nope. I'm not. I'm gonna have to accept this. I am not perfect. And I submitted that and they accepted my video, even with that little stumble. Like, it's there. So I want us to get into this habit of realizing and understanding, like, oh, okay, things can definitely get better. Things can definitely grow. And you can actually make some money if you just get out your head, right? Get out your comfort zone, because we want to build this motion. And I want you to build the motion because it's going to help you in whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish in your life. The last thing is that I gave myself 30 days. So I technically started. So one of the apps that I like, again, you can click the link in my description. You can check it out. It's called Join Brands. Join Brands to me has been the most consistent, especially as I'm getting comfortable, right? I don't want to go out here and sign up for a $5,000 deal, a $500 video, a photo, and I have not really gotten comfortable. So I do enjoy Join Brands because it gives you that comfort. Like you can like slowly start to ease into it, right? And I started to dabble in it back in the end of December. I actually signed up for the app on December 23rd. And so I started to like go into it a little bit more in January for this month. So we are at January 28th. I have officially completed, like already paid for everything, 7 jobs on Join Brands. I have 8. Actually, I have 9 because Jelly Bean just got his first UGC gig this morning at like 1 o'clock this morning. But Jelly Bean finally, he's going to be able to take a photo with the product and post that up. So for like pretty much like the last 30 days, you can say I have been like online looking at new gigs to sign up for, trying to find other platforms that really align with what I'm looking for. I really want to dive into the tech space. So if you are a tech brand, you have an app, especially if it's like anything in wellness, this is me shooting my shot at you. I would love to work with you. I already work in ed tech. So I would love working with like AI and just different software. And I would just love to, create content for you and with you, for your platforms and your company. So definitely hit me up, right? You see my UGC down below. Hit me up. Let's have a conversation because I would really love to do that. And, while I haven't gotten jobs every single day, every week I have gotten jobs. And most of them have been through Join Brands. Another app that I have used is Kale. I'm going to do a series about these different apps on TikTok. So again, make sure you follow me on TikTok, Miss Inspiration 25. But Kale is a real interesting one because you basically cannot post anything that is not, you cannot submit anything that has any kind of filter or effect. So my last video was actually rejected because, and I'm trying to figure out where in the video, because I know when I edit it, I did not add any filters. But yeah, it's like I don't know where the error is at. So it's okay. I have to just let it go. I had to let it go. Okay. But I just wanted to share those different things. So I want to encourage you. If there's something that you've been thinking about, that you've been wanting to do, I want you to dedicate for the next 30 days. I want you to try that thing that you keep postponing. And I don't want you to do it perfectly. And if you're not ready to, don't even post it publicly. But I want you to get consistent about it. Whatever that thing is, action will teach you what fear never will. So you are not going to know what is working until you actually do it. You can watch all the videos, you can listen to all the gurus, you can watch anyone tell their story, but until you take action, you're not going to see what the results are going to be for you. So, like I said, for me, I've learned about this years ago, and I'm just taking action. And I didn't just take action as far as buying a book, which I did. I purchased a course. Well, it wasn't a course. I purchased the ebook, and that was the only investment that I made. And I purchased that, and I took the knowledge that she gave, and then I went further and I went deeper. And that's pretty much what that first week was, figuring out, because this particular person, she didn't mention creator apps. I just happened to, once you start talking about something, your timeline on all platforms start to pop up. And that's when I started finding out about the creator apps. And people were talking about this app and that app. And I found that Join Brands has been the most consistent for me. So I stayed within Join Brands, and I just allowed that to help me to grow. And now I'm talking to more people, and now I'm getting more tips. So like I said, you have to just go out there and take the action for you. Not for anyone else. Don't worry about what your family is doing. Don't worry about what your friends are going to be thinking. I want you to think about you. And I want you to bet on yourself, right? It's time to take a chance on the life that you want, because you don't know what the results are going to be, right? Because of the fact that I already made almost $300 in the month of January just from making content, I know for a fact, if I can do that, how much more can I make? Like, is it possible for me to make my entire month's salary from my job in content creation? I believe it is possible, because I'm seeing the numbers increasing, even on Facebook. I monetized for the last, I think, year and a half. But last month, for December, I was at $30. But that was mainly with bonuses. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I got this with bonuses. I'm at almost on the 20. I didn't even look this morning, but I think yesterday I was at like $12. So $12 with no bonuses, that's actually pretty good, because last time I had 3 bonuses. So I think half of what I made was just from bonuses last time. And look, again, I appreciated them. I wish they would have given me some bonuses this month, because I definitely would have capitalized on those. But we have to really take a chance. If someone out there is already doing it, if it's happening somewhere, if God placed it in you, that means that it's possible. You just got to take the action. So if you want to join me on this process and you want to be a part of this, you can follow me on TikTok. Like I said, I probably will be posting just clips and shorts on YouTube about this. I'm not going to make a series. I'm not going to make a whole nother channel about this. I just want to just give you a little heads up and some little tips so that you can get started towards the life that you desire. So it might not be UGC. It could be something else. Just take the same principles and apply it. If you want it, go after it. So I am your girl, Tanisha Shanae, Miss Inspiration. We'll be back here tomorrow for a Throwback Thursday message, and then I'll be back here Friday. So you guys have an amazing day on purpose, with purpose. I love you. Have a good one.
Man, that was another great message, Tanisha. Listen, friends, if you are not watching Morning Inspiration with Friends with Tanisha, then you are missing out. Hit that subscribe button and even share with a friend, because this is the best way to start your morning. Check Tanisha out every Monday through Friday around 7 a.m. CT time. You will not be disappointed.